This is an interesting one. Lue Elizondo says there's actually pictures of monoliths on the moon. What's that mean in general? And he says that pictures could be coming. So my buddy Pavel tweet out, "Believe it when I see it." I think that's fair. But let's listen to the clip itself, and then we'll speculate and we'll talk about it. Check this out.
There's also photographs that I don't believe have been made public yet that show on the lunar surface what appear to be large monolithic structures with right angle cuts that appear to be on the lunar surface. And I believe those photographs, if they have not been released yet, may be released soon. But they are certainly very intriguing looking at these objects from space.
The confusing part there is if they haven't been released yet, they haven't been released to who? Now, it's one thing if you say, well, if they haven't been released to government officials and they haven't had a chance to look at it yet, that's one thing. But if he doesn't know if it's been released to the public, then what are you talking about? If those, we would know if those things were released to the public, because everybody would be looking and scrutinizing and saying, what is that? Mick West would say, oh, look, a balloon made it to the moon. So people would be already talking about what it was. But the idea that there are these structures on the moon, and if they are clear enough, the question will then be, well, what the hell is that? And then the topic will be, well, is it Russians? Have they actually been to the moon? Is it us? Did we put the things there? Have we been already putting things on the moon? And did we, are there secret missions that we don't know about? That could be one of the many things that will be discussed. The other thing is the obvious. Who the hell put them there? And is this the start of the conversation of, hey, listen, there is technology that has been making its way to the moon that isn't us, that isn't Russians, that isn't the Chinese, that isn't anyone else on this planet. And we've had these pictures and we're trying to figure out what the hell it is, because there's been speculation. There's been talk that non-human entities have bases there, as much as on the oceans and other things too. And what you choose to believe, you choose to believe. The other side of it is too, like what do we really like? The two places that we really just don't have enough game tape on is the ocean, which I think we have explored 1 or 2% of the entire ocean. So that always made the most sense to me. I guess option 2 is the other one we discuss all the time in this show, is the multiverse angle of, okay, there's other places that things can go and store, the things that we can't grasp in this quantum realm, right? That's one. Another side is there's rumors about like mountains somewhere, bases. The other is the moon. And the fifth is all of the above. So the opening statement I said when I mentioned my buddy Pavel of, I'll believe it when I see it, I'm with him on that, right? Because the question is, okay, there's these pictures. By the way, there's these pictures of these monoliths on the moon. Yeah, they're not out now. They will be eventually. What's eventually? When we're 80? And then the other side of it is, why didn't this come out a while ago from Lue, if he knew about this as well? Is this him as he's, trying for the job here at the UFO czar? And is he going to give what he can give and something that looks like, oh, this guy knows some stuff, but not really letting up everything that he really knows? That's a possibility as well. But what does that mean, and what could that say if they indeed? I mean, that's like, you would assume that's another thing that I'll be blue in the face saying this, that a former government guy like Lue Elizondo says there's these monoliths on the moon, and I'm telling you about it because I heard it from the internet. This clip that it looks like whatever he's talking from his house to whoever he's talking to. And it's not a major story overall. And Lue Elizondo was getting a lot of press for his book. He was on Good Morning America and all these different things. He was on, he was everywhere talking about his book. Where's Bill Maher now? When it's like, this guy just said there's monoliths on the moon. Let's talk about that. Where are these reports? I know that Jake Tapper apparently shot an interview with David Grush. I don't know where that is. I don't know what they're waiting for. Do they have information that they're going to be, making more announcements? But like, if you hear this and you're a journalist, it's like, dive deeper into it. The guy said there's what on the moon? This is a guy that had high level clearance, and he's saying that there's all these. Well, where are they? Knock down the doors. Try to find out what the information is. That's, to me, a lot more fascinating than a lot of the other stuff that we're covering. I don't know. What do you guys make of this? What do you think about the fact that there could be these things on the moon? And what would it mean if they were on the moon? And the other question, if they are on the moon, how long have they been there? Were they there longer than when we landed on the moon? Because that's another question. There's been rumors and other things that the astronauts, when they landed, saw things. There's been reports, even that last UFO file, that NASA has seen stuff and other things. How aware were they? How long were when were these pictures taken? What the hell are the pictures? So that to me is very interesting. If they're going to indeed release these pictures. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know about the monoliths on the moon. Is it something? Nothing? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. And another thing, too, please, if there's other stories that you find that I'm not talking about, that you want to hear my opinion on, that you think I should be covering, please let me know about it. Whether you want to tweet them at me, it's just my name, at Kristian Harloff, or if you want to tell me about them in the comments section. If there's things that I should be talking about that I'm not, let me know. All right, thanks, everybody. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. I've never been a nicotine guy, ever. Just haven't. I smoked in the past, made me feel not good. Especially, I remember that was back in the day. Like, I started recently getting back into the gym about 1.5 years ago. And way back in the day when I did, I remember that was like during that week or two that I was smoking, having cigarettes. And I remember just not having the energy. I didn't have that great recovery time. I felt like I was on edge, and that was within like a week or two of smoking. So a lot of people do actually use nicotine for pre-workout, thinking that it's going to make their workouts and pumps better. And the reality is actually the complete opposite. Nicotine's actually detrimental to your workouts because it's a vasoconstrictor. It narrows your blood vessels and restricts oxygen delivery to muscles, which can directly counter the pump that you're looking for when you want to get out of your workout. So that's why, and I have been, my buddy who was relying on nicotine for a little bit, I introduced him to the Ultra Pouches, and they really have been a complete game changer for his workouts and energy levels in general. When they came to sponsor the show, it was about, I don't know, I think it was about 3-4 months ago, and they've really been working tremendously for him. They give instant focus, energy boosts. They use clinically proven nootropics and adaptogens to deliver immediate focus and smooth energy that lasts 1 to 2 hours. They're the perfect solution for the people who take their health seriously but want an energy boost. So even talking to my buddy about the pouches, immediately he said that he's getting so much better of a pump during the workouts with all the energy that he has. He didn't even know it was possible to feel this energized and focused without any nicotine or caffeine. So the one thing that he did tell me, which I loved, and I said, well, I'm going to tell people about that, is he's getting better sleep. He's just not great with the sleep, but nicotine pouches and caffeine, what they do is they spike your heart rate at night, which kill your body and your brain's ability to recover. So Ultra Pouches, they have a shorter half-life than caffeine, so they won't disrupt your sleep. They have really cool flavors to it, too. They have cool mint, wintergreen, tropical, watermelon. It's awesome. So Ultra is the ultimate guilt-free pouch, delivering instant focus, mental clarity without nicotine or caffeine. New customers can use that code DTE, get 15% off at takeultra.com. That's takeultra.com for 15% off with that code DTE. And you're going to purchase it, and they're going to say, where'd you hear about us? You tell them that DTE sent you, support the show, and tell them that we sent you over there. Ultra.